Farmers rely on pesticides to protect crops, but much of it never sticks, wasting billions and polluting ecosystems. Now, MIT researchers and startup AgZen have a breakthrough, a microscopic coating that helps droplets stay on leaves instead of bouncing off. This tiny tweak could slash chemical runoff, save farmers billions, and make agriculture greener, all without costly new equipment. Check it out! With the way today's big ag system is set up, pesticides, fertilizers, and other inputs are a must to protect crops and ensure a high yield. Overuse of these chemicals can lead to waste of products, unnecessary costs, and harmful runoff that pollutes waterways and damages ecosystems. The unfortunate truth is there's currently too much spray and too little control, and foregoing inputs altogether in our current system is not feasible. In fact, without pesticides, global crop losses would be staggering. Up to 78% of fruits, 54% of vegetables, and 32% of grains. Yet applying these chemicals has always been more of an art than a science, and farmers typically rely on experience rather than precise monitoring, leading to overuse, waste, and pollution. A recent study found that nearly 1/3 of the world's agricultural soils are at risk from pesticide contamination. For US farmers alone, pesticides cost a staggering $16 billion per year. Money that could be put to better use if spraying methods were more efficient. That's where AgZen's technology comes in. MIT professor Kripa Varanovsky and his team spent over a decade studying how droplets interact with plant leaves. They discovered that when pesticide droplets hit a leaf, they often flatten out briefly before bouncing away, wasting precious chemicals. Their solution? A super thin oil-based coating that makes droplets stick instead of rebounding. In lab experiments using high-speed cameras, the researchers observed an astonishing improvement. Droplet adhesion increased by up to 100 times. Even at concentrations as low as 0.1% oil, the effect remained strong. The droplets spread out and stay put, ensuring that more pesticide actually reached the plant without the need for additional chemicals or complex new equipment. Unlike previous solutions that required costly dual nozzle spraying systems, AgZen's method works with a single nozzle that farmers can easily add to their existing sprayers. Even better, the coating can be made using surfactants and adjuvants that farmers already use, making the adoption seamless. AgZen's monitoring system, Real Coverage, has already saved farmers 30 to 50% on pesticide costs by improving spray efficiency. Now with the added droplet coating technology, researchers expect another doubling of efficiency, meaning less pesticide use, lower costs, and reduced environmental damage. In field tests, the coating doubled pesticide retention on kale and soybeans in the system, and the system is now being deployed on over 920,000 acres across the US and Europe in 2025. The potential impact is enormous. Even a 6% reduction in pesticide use could save US farmers $1 billion. Lab tests showed a 300% increase in pesticides staying on the plant, which could drastically cut chemical waste. The technology works not just for pesticides, but also for herbicides, fungicides, and other foliar nutrients, making it a game changer across the industry. With the global population rising, food production needs to double, but we can't double the land we farm. The only solution is to farm smarter. AgZen's innovations are set to transform agriculture by reducing chemical waste, improving crop protection, and saving farmers money, all while protecting the environment. Backed by $10 million in venture funding, AgZen is now rolling out its system at scale. With smarter spraying, farmers can now grow more food with fewer chemicals, lower cost, and a healthier planet. Now that's a win-win.